Welcome to the Original Podcast. It's your host. I'm your host, DJ Double OG. We got the one and only Are You Serious in the building. We got Scooby Knee Butt in the building. And we got somebody very special, somebody that I've been stalking for months and trying to get him here. And I finally got him, and I'm so happy he's here. The one and only world famous, The Rift, is in the building. What's up, brother?
Chilling, man. I'm cooling, man. Just I don't know, just taking one day at a time, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. So just go, you can go ahead and get into it, man. I got a lot to share.
Yeah, you seem very peaceful right now, man. I like that, man. I
Yeah,
like the
easy,
vibe.
man. Yeah, yeah,
Listen, the Rift is one of the premier artists that can show you how to do it from the ground up, right? That can show you how to
yeah.
be an independent artist. That can show you how to go from nothing to something and nothing and then back again to something. The ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like the Rift is
Facts,
somebody.
bro.
If you're an artist and you want to do music, I recommend tapping in with the rep. I recommend tapping in with them and just watching this story and build because it's a lot going on. And I like to give everybody that come on my show their flowers, right? Because it's a lot of things that we can say about people that are bad and good. But why focus on the bad when we can focus on the good, right? But I want to start
Yeah,
with
man.
you from the beginning. I met you in Minnesota, but a lot of people don't know because you spent so much time in California and now you're in Texas
Mhm.
that you're originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Is that correct?
Yep, absolutely, man. You did your homework. So,
Yeah, no, I just
yep,
remember that. No, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, so you're from
nah,
Cleveland,
yeah,
Ohio.
but I mean, like, you one of the rare ones that actually listen and soak it in. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, what is this again?" I'm like, "Bro, I done told you like 8 times."
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And I heard that Crazy Bone is
I
your
grew
uncle,
up on the
though.
humble streets of Cleveland. I lived there until I was about 20 years old, and then I jumped into the Navy at 20. Turned 21 in boot camp. 22 on my first deployment. 23 on my second deployment. Got out for medical at 24 years old, and that's when I made my way to Minneapolis. So.
Okay, got out of medical on 24 years old, you said?
Yeah, so I got 6 plates in my face, 2 reconstructive surgeries. They went into here, so like if you check this ear out, I can't even hear shit on this side. So I got a hearing aid on that side, but just know that I got the best mixes in town. You feel me? You can only hear in one ear, and I got the best mixes.
All right, let's take this time to break. Welcome
Sure.
another cast member online today. We got
Looking confused.
check.
He is on camera looking
Y'all
confused.
see his face right
Yes, we can hear you.
Check. Can y'all hear me? Am I bugging?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
I might
bugging.
be bugging.
So let's
So
get into it, man. Jones, is you working now? Can you hear us?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Peace, blessings, everybody.
All right, we got the Rift in the building. This DJ Double OG. We got D Jones. We got Sharnita, aka Scooby. We got Are You Serious in the building? It's the Original Podcast. All right, the Rift, man. We had you in here. We just been talking. I want to get to it, man. You are a hip hop. I wouldn't even classify you.
multi-genre.
You are a
Musical
artist,
savant.
a musical savant.
There you
Now,
go.
your music is more of a reflection of who you are, and people that follow your musical journey can definitely hear your growth in life through your music. Lately, in your music, I'm gonna come to right now before we go to the back. Right now, a lot of your music has a lot of God, Christian influence in it. What
Yeah.
made you comfortable with saying, you know what, I'm gonna share my spirituality in my music? Because a lot of times that could kill your career. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Somebody can look at you and be like, you know what I'm saying? So
Um,
what made you comfortable with that?
I don't know. Like a part of me just like back during free Wi-Fi days, we made a lot of turn up music, and I just felt really empty on the stages. And I'm sitting here just regurgitating womenizing and drug lifestyles and party. and I see all these starstruck kids just looking at me in the front rows of the stages and everything, and I'm not giving them anything but empty sustenance, empty music. There's nothing that's feeding their soul. There's nothing that's feeding their existence. There's nothing that's actually helping them. They're not leaving with anything that they've learned. They're not growing in any way from a show that they came to. They just came to turn up and just learn that, oh, okay, doing money or doing drugs and getting money and having fun. Okay, great. Let me go apply that to my life. I got tired of doing that type of music because it wasn't really who I was. I wasn't partying every day. I wasn't doing drugs every day. I wasn't smoking every day. I wasn't drinking and turning up and every day. I wasn't doing that every day. You know what I mean? Like, I was still involved in that lifestyle at that time, but that wasn't the epitome of who I wanted to present myself to be, because that wasn't my lifestyle that I was envisioning myself having, per se. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is, as you continue to grow, as you continue to get large as an artist, the more you reach more people, the more people have an opinion on your music. And my daughters were getting older as they were listening to my music, and I didn't want them to start to question some of the things that I'm talking about in my music. And I want them to grow up to be respectful women, so it's like, why am I disrespecting women in my music, but then trying to raise two daughters to be respectful women, if they can realize at some point that their father doesn't have any respect for women, because that's what I'm regurgitating in my music. So a lot of it stems from seeing my children grow up and then having them start to ask questions about music in general and what certain things mean. I didn't want to be faced with a lot of that as they got older. And another option is I'm getting older. So I don't want to be looked at as the little pump of my music, where my fan base grows with me. I'm 35 and my fan base is now 35, and I'm still talking like I'm 19 in the club. We're all grown. We've all got families now. We've all got children. We've all got wives. We've all got lives. We've all got jobs. We've all got different entrepreneurial endeavors. J. Cole said it the best, bro. Your fan base grows up. They outgrow. They grow into a different shield of music.
You talked about where you're at right now, but a lot of people, would see you and say, "Oh, it's easy because it's easy. It's easy when people see you where you at, right? So it's easy. Like, you got a house, you got a car, you got hundreds of thousands of followers on social media. You charting on records and billboards. You done been on tour. You done did everything that every hood rapper in the world wish they can do. So how do you know? But what they don't know, when I met you, you ain't have nothing.
Yeah, bro. I was living out of a suitcase, bro.
No disrespect.
I was living out of a suitcase, bro.
You didn't even have a suitcase, fam. You just had a bag with clothes in it. Like, let's keep it real. Like, you had nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And you just had your mind, and you had an idea, and you had a vision, and you had a goal, and you had a drive that said, I'm going to get it.
At my lowest point when I made that song. I was literally living in an attic in St. Paul, in this girl Ashley's attic. I wasn't paying no rent. She just took me in. I had a suitcase with my tattoo equipment and my studio equipment. I had a duffel bag. I was down to my last $500, and I didn't have no plan. I just knew that I was trying to get to California on a plane ticket, a one-way ticket, so I can just try my luck at life out there and just call it a day. And this is before I fixed my relationship, so I was just floating. I wasn't really seeing my kids too much at the time. And I was probably into any and everything I shouldn't have been doing at that time in my life.
So, I wanted to share this with people. This is the video. Now, I was at this video.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show.
Oh, and they re-released it under free Wi-Fi. So this is not the original.
You can't find it under the Rift anymore.
No, they made me take it down. It was on my actual YouTube. So
yeah, because it used to be. This is definitely your song.
It was originally on my YouTube, and I had to remove it because they wanted to stain on me. I don't run around put a chain off me. This is 2016. Look at my wrist, look at my ring, look at my watch, look at my chain, look at my wrist, look at my ring, look at my watch, look at my chain, look at my wrist.
Hold on, okay. Now this the moment right here.
Yeah.
Is that Xavier? No, that's not X. All right, they're gonna ref, and right here you can see this shoe right here.
Yeah.
This black Cortez. That's me right there. So
Oh wow.
that's me in the back of your video. I'm just standing there with my arms folded because I wanted to be in the video, but I really didn't want to be in.
Look at my brain. Look at my wife.
I just stayed in the background, right? So
that's crazy, bro. I had no idea you was actually in that video. I think it was. I remember because I was sitting on the telephone pole and we looked and we saw that parking lot next to us and we're like, "Yo, let's just shoot right here." And then Rich was like, "Hey, just jump in. We just need people in the video." And we literally went.
Yeah, that's how. Literally, we pulled up in the Benz out, and it was a black Benz, and everybody was like, "Oh, this nigga Benz," and you know, Damien thought he was good, so he was kind of like,
"I went up to my video and showed the Benz." That's
right. He's like, "No, we just gonna let Trev do the video." I'm like, "I want to jump in the video." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I jumped in the back. You didn't know, just like you said, you didn't know that song, that video would send you on a journey to where you are right now. And so, you know, people talk about free Wi-Fi still today.
Still 6 years later, which blows my mind because I'm like, bro, we haven't been in the scene since like 2018, so it just blows my mind that like people.
And last week kept seeing it pop up on my timeline. People were talking about free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Angelo Bombay, I believe, posted it. He said, you know, 6 years later, I still haven't told my story on the free Wi-Fi thing. So I remember Angelo made the beat, and I remember he produced a lot of stuff for y'all. And I think Plaza and De Niro both commented on.
Listen, I was going to let this go. It was just difficult for me too. Real quick, for a novice such as myself, who are these aforementioned people and what happened? Right, like there's a lot of they said or y'all know what happened last week. So a person like myself, who is the they and what did they do, or who needs to take responsibility and for what, right? Like that's where I
should have led with that because I shouldn't assume that everyone knew the situation. But basically, I was signed to a group called Free Wi-Fi back in 2017, and there was 3 group members. I'm one of 3: me, Jay Plaza, Daddy De Niro, and then there was a manager Ace and a manager Paul. And we were all a collective as Free Wi-Fi signed under Roshan Records. Roshan Records is the home to Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller, which is now a subsidiary of Atlantic Records. So basically, when I was referring to that, I was referring to my managers and my group members that were partially responsible for the downfall, essentially, of our group, because ultimately we ended up getting dropped from the label in 2018 as a tax write-off because there were some difficulties in the group that we could not resolve, and a lot of the blame got placed on me, pretty much 100% of it. And I was pretty much, I was pretty much the scapegoat for the entire gaggle of why the group failed. So I was outcasted online. I was deleted off everything. I was removed from everything. I was slandered online. They did a huge smear campaign on me, my name, and my brand. Even went as far as doing a diss record against me that I had to respond to in 24 hours. But yeah, so that's what I mean by they. And I hate to name drop people because you already know how people feel about name drops. So you come back like, this nigga ripped, you know, but whatever.
I don't know if I consider name drop, right? Like this is for people like me who don't necessarily know the situation, don't know what's going on, aren't incredibly familiar of the minutia of this of free Wi-Fi and everything that happened. You know what I mean? Yo, let me go back real quick. You said they put you as a scapegoat, right? So does that mean that you do not believe that you were the full reason? Yeah, correct.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly disagree that I was the sole reason that the group fell apart.
So what's your reason why then? From like, why do you think it didn't work?
Ego, arrogance, denial, jealousy.
What are we denying? Like when you say denial, what are we talking about?
Money missing, contractual disagreements, all the above, man. All of the above. The label didn't trust the management because they felt like management was siphoning money, and they were hiring people. I personally believe so. I was never able to fully prove that. The only thing I was able to look at was budget sheets that came from management and budget sheets that came from the label. I compared them the best I could, but I saw some things that were discrepancies in there. But I was never able to fully prove if there was any discrepancies or if it was just a miscommunication.
Mhm.
Now, I'm just going to give my manager, the benefit of the doubt and say that I was wrong about those things and that I had PTSD in the moment and assume the worst of them. And I'm just going to say that maybe he just had horrible communication skills at that time. And if he would have just communicated at the times that we were requesting certain documents, I think things would have went a lot smoother. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt on that. But at the time, I was desperate. I was in the belief that there was a lot of things that were missing, and there was a lot of things being misspelled. Or I mean, I'm sorry, misspent. And I was in belief that there was a lot of lies being shared amongst us. And I personally felt like because he knew that I figured it out and that I called him out on some things, that he poisoned the well with my group members mates into letting them to believe that I was the sole proprietor of everyone just falling and I was the one running off with the money. I was the one lying and denying on their name. I was the one being deceitful. I was the one being sneaky. When that wasn't the case, I was just going through some really bad PTSD episodes. I didn't have anywhere to live, and I was suffering the loss of my mom that had died around the same time. So I was traveling out of state to find other avenues of income, live with other people to get on my feet and take advantage of opportunities in other areas of this country that was happening because I knew if I stayed in Minnesota, it was not going to be fruitful for my situation. So
Do you think they took advantage of where you were emotionally at that time and then put that onus on you?
absolutely, they 100% did that. They would call me, record the phone calls, and make it seem like I was crazy by reporting that back to certain people within the label. And I don't know if I have any proof. This is just my speculation on. I believe this might have happened. But I believe that was happening. My gut was
That they were
telling me
recording your phone calls? Why do you think that?
because when I tell my manager, please give me several days, like 10 days, to deal with the loss of my mother, I'm not in the right emotional state. Please don't bother me right now. I will chime back in when I'm ready. But then you call me less than 48 hours later to pick a fight with me over the phone with our other manager on the phone. And then I explode on you because now I'm emotionally unstable at that point because I'm already on edge. So you piss me off on the phone to where now I verbally attack you on the phone and then you just end the phone call. I don't know. I don't know if I was being recorded. I don't know if he just needed it as a witness to Paul to let him know, like, see, I told you he was crazy. I have no idea. This is just me guessing that might have happened. But when I'm literally telling you, please give me the time to deal with the loss of my mother, and you disregard that, and you call me to tell me that I need to quit the group and I need to drop the group and that I'm not helping and I'm unstable and you have two choices. You can either leave or not. What does that sound like? You as a manager work for us. So when's the last time as a manager stays with the group but kicks an artist out that started the group, then the manager getting kicked out and the group staying together and finding new management? That does not make any sense to me. So when all that started happening, it does not make any sense to me. And I'm speaking freely about it because the bastard went online and tried to slander me recently. So now the cat's back out of the bag. So I'll let him drown and try to figure that out. But my point is, all of that was happening simultaneously. So then when I look up on the Spotify and I'm deleted from the bio, I'm deleted from saying that Ego was actually my song. All my pictures are gone. I'm deleted off the website. I'm deleted off the YouTube. I'm deleted off the Instagram. What am I supposed to think? And then I'm removed from the text message group thread. And you guys have other phone calls and conferences outside of me. And then when I get to LA, because I moved there, and then the label's telling me, yo, Rick, what's going on with the group? Why are you guys spending the budget on X, Y, and Z when we didn't send you all the budget for this? Where's y'all budget sheets? We sent you all this budget for X, Y, and Z, not A, B, and C. And I have nothing to tell them, but I honestly don't know because my managers aren't picking up the phone. My group members aren't picking up the phone. They're not responding to my text messages. I have no idea what's going on. I haven't spoke to them in almost 2 to several weeks now.
Do you said, I know you said Ego was your joint. Do you feel like they were opportunists? Did they come on your record knowing it was a hot record, get it, and then just try to push you off of it? Or
Absolutely. They didn't really try to push me off that particular record because they didn't have a choice because it was my record and I was on the hook. But definitely after that record, I felt like there was a lot of ego amongst us on, I want to shine. No, me, I'm the leader. No, I'm not. There was a lot of that going on. There was a lot of, This person wants to be the best. This person wants to be the shine. This person wants to be the leader of the group. This person has to be on every single hook, every single song. This one wants to control the lyrics and write everyone's verses to make sure this, that, and the third. And there was a lot of control on trying to docile my performance, my energy, my presence, my lyrics, my words, to dumb my shit down so other people can shine in the group. There was a lot of control I didn't agree with. But I rolled with it. I rolled with it the best I could because I'm like, you know what? It's a stepping stone. I never tried to be the star of the group. It's just people were drawn to my energy. And I would always try different ways to humble myself in the back to not be the star and the best one in the room. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there are things that I've learned from them. You know what I mean? And I won't take that away from them. But the crazy thing is when somebody teaches you something, they feel like you are indebted to them for life. And that's not the case. Just because I learned it and got better at it than you or got just as good as you doesn't take away the credibility that I still put in the work to learn it. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't take away the fact
you should want to be strong like that. You would want everybody to be nice.
Yeah, and it doesn't. And also, Ben, I was also running a lot of shit behind the scenes. Our scheduling, our overrides, our transportation, things that our manager should be doing. That was nowhere to be found. Yeah.
Why did the manager do that? I'm sorry.
Because he was too busy somewhere on tour with Trippie Redd and some other that didn't matter to our group. Because but I see why he was there now. At the time, I didn't understand it. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt. And I will say, I just think he was trying to expand his network to give us more opportunity. Because he is an opportunist, but he's a good opportunist. And Ace is really good at being an opportunist. He's really good at getting in the room with people with big names. He's really good at getting in good with other people that are really doing real game. I will not take that away from him. He's actually really good at that. He's really good at being a business oriented. He's really good at networking. Extremely good at that. So I will not take that from him. However, when it came to our situation, I believe there was time and a place for that. And when we're going out of town and we're in New York and you're not there and we don't know where the hell we're going and you're just sending us texts on what to do and we have no idea where we're going, what we're doing, how to even check into the Airbnb because we're figuring that out as we're landing. Those type of things could have been discussed and figured out with better, smooth routines. But I'm not saying that was the reason why everything fell out. I'm just saying those are just small examples of things that could have improved. You know?
When it comes to this, because you guys weren't a group at all, right? So it was you and these two brothers. Who did you trust in that circle, right? Was it either one of them, the managers? Who was your refuge?
I didn't trust anyone, bro, and I just honestly felt like Plaza sensed that in me. So I feel like because he sensed my distrust in them, he felt like I was being sneaky the whole time because he was always keeping his tabs on me because I stayed with him. There was a point where he took me in, and I lived with him and Nick Simmons in this factory over north, and it was cold with no heat, and we lived there. Because neither one of us had a place to go to. And we lived there. And this is why we're signed, by the way. We lived in this. And that's when I knew something had to change. What's going on? Why is the label not trusting us? Why are the budgets getting smaller? Why are they trying to hint to us to get rid of Ace if they didn't trust him? And why are you guys not trusting me? You know, when all I'm doing is spreading the truth, telling the truth. And every time I defend y'all want to turn a blind eye like y'all didn't say nothing. So then I'm not going to defend y'all no more. So I just shut up, kept my mouth shut, and just focused on the task at hand, edited all our videos, mixed most of our songs, and then it would get re-recorded and remixed with someone else that the budget would pay for. And then I would run our little social media ads. I would run our little freestyles and everything like that. Bro, we would have never even been on the radio in New York if it wasn't for me.
Why you say that?
Never hit us back. Never hit us back, bro. And I had to bug, I forgot the man's name, but I had to bug the man that was with us at the time that was responsible for PR because he was going to give up. I'm like, no, bro, don't give up. Message every 2 hours and first thing in the morning, and we're just going to show up to the radio station. Let's just show up. He's like, all right, sure, Riff. Let's just show up. We showed up. They saw us in the lobby, and they were scrambling to get us in there, and they finally put us on the show.
Really?
Yes. So that freestyle you see on Hot 97, that was not even supposed to happen. But I forced the PR at the time to keep emailing the bastard and let's just show up to the radio station because if we're there, they can't say no.
Oh, this is it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it, but this is just who Jay Plaza is. This Daddy De Niro, and that's of course the Riff with the blue hair.
Yeah, and now that we're airing it out, De Niro, if you listening, bro, We've talked about this numerous times. I've been in your inbox. We've even been on Clubhouse together and tried to resolve this. You even tried to get me on a versus battle. Didn't have the budget to pay to get me there. But then now you still trying to act like you got a chip on your shoulder because your pride is not set aside, my brother. And then now you want to get under Angelo's post on some petty talking about, oh, there was a rift in the group, bro. Why are you putting subliminals on the internet? Why are you putting fake shit on the internet, hate shit on the internet, acting like I was still the issue when you already know we've had 4, 5, 6 conversations in the last 6 years to try to resolve this, and I've stumped you every single time, and you've still acting like there's still an issue there. That's a personal issue, my brother, and you need to forgive yourself for that, and you need to let that go, and you need to move on with your life. You can't hang on to this and harbor this for 6 years, bro. I've done nothing but put you in a position to succeed.
Both of those dudes individually threw a song at you?
No, it was Plaza, but De Niro had a little sample on there with his voice on there. Yeah, exactly. So, and then now fast forward to last week, still doing petty shit in the comments on Facebook where it's got to get screenshot and sent to me. Come on, bro. We've had conversations about this, but you're still sour about some shit that I've tried to come to y'all to resolve because y'all don't even know why y'all mad no more. Y'all don't even know why y'all mad no more. How are we still on the same topic after 6 years, bro? There's a lot of shit I could take credit for, but I'm too humble to do it. But I know what I brought to the city, and I know what labels came to the city, and I know what got signed out of the city, and I know what opportunities got in people's laps from the city. I know how the city turned up after our and what it looked like before our. So if you really want to talk to me, call me. Call me, show up. I'll be there 3 times in the next month and a half. Let's see if we see your faces. How about them apples?
Is there any record? Can this be solved, right? Or do you think like, yo, y'all had y'all moment, it was good, and at this point now it's whatever? But they keep on like, what is it? Why do they continue to bring it up? I guess is what I'm trying to get.
Nobody. That's the answer I've been trying to figure out for 6 years. I used to be so angry with them in 2018 after my mom died. I hated them. I loathed them for some time. And it was destroying my spirit. And I had to finally learn how to forgive them. And I finally forgave them, bro. And I let it go.
What did you forgive them for?
For just the hatred, the shunning, the not being there when my mom died, the trying to diss me at my lowest when my mom died, trying to slander me from the city, trying to cut me out the group, trying to kick me out the group, trying to badmouth me to the A&Rs and the label to where the people at label, some A&Rs don't me. They me up so bad that I can't rush them anymore. Everybody shut the door.
None.
Yeah, everybody shut the door because they think that I'm the reason everything fell apart. Yes, absolutely. It f***ed me up.
My last one, man, and I appreciate your time. My last one is, what lessons did you learn from this, brother?
I learned a lot. I learned self-forgiveness. I learned forgiveness to forgive other people. I've learned accountability. I've learned discernment on not being so quick to trust other people. I've also learned that you can't harbor things forever. You can't hold a grudge. And it might sound like I'm holding a grudge because it's personal to me, and this will always be personal to me because I actually love those men and I cared about them as brothers. I really did. And but I learned a lot. I learned a lot in this. I learned that in times of desperation doesn't mean that you have to make desperate decisions. And so now I don't make any desperate decisions in my life. I make very strategic decisions in my life, unless I'm an emotional moment like now and I just ramble for like 10 minutes. But no, I've learned quite a bit, maybe too much to even talk about on this podcast that might take us into another hour. But like I've learned quite a bit about myself. I've learned quite a bit about the people around me. And that's what really made me realize that a lot of people are not meant to make it with you. A lot of people are not meant to succeed. And sometimes you will block your own blessing by trying to take certain people with you along the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm sure, man, a lot of people, and hopefully it'll be able to come to fruition, man. And 10 years from now, you'll be on that sound set stage in a free Wi-Fi reunion.
We'll
be there. So
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just for the record, I hope I didn't offend anybody with my views and my opinions on things, especially just with everything in the world. I'm not here to offend anyone, so forgive me if I've offended anybody. What's up with this trivia, man? Let's see.
This is the original trivia game. This is how it goes, man. We got a trivia game. It's 5 categories, 5 questions. Each answer is worth a different amount of money. Today we ranging from 200 to 1,000. It's just like Hood
Jeopardy.
So
Jeopardy.
we don't have a buzzer. So your buzzer can be a noise. You can say your name. The buzzer cannot be the answer to the question, though.
Oh damn.
Scooby,
Okay.
Scooby gives the answer to the question as the buzzer, even if she right or wrong. So the buzzer, we just like you to be anything. You can say your name. You can go caw. You can make a noise. Jones.
Okay.
Jones likes to twerk sometimes.
Okay.
Occasionally, that's his buzzer. So whatever it is, you go. As the guest, you get to pick the first category, first game.
Okay. What's the?
Let's get started. So we got trending topics. We got these nuts. We got Black History Senator scandal, fifth grade questions, and goat talk. So those are our categories for today. You pick a category in a moment. Let's get this game started.
Let's do goat talk for 200.
Goat talk for 200. Now listen, the goat talk, you gotta take the title of the thing and then kind of figure it out from there. So goat talk for 200. Who invented the acronym GOAT? Anybody can jump in. Are you serious? You muted.
It was
Five.
LL Cool J.
Are you serious? Got it with LL.
Damn.
Made the word GOAT the greatest of all time. This is LL Cool J kind of buff, man. I don't know if I want to get into a diss fight with him.
Well, you're an idiot.
LL Cool
Everybody tough until you see somebody actually tough. So no,
We ain't gonna do the LL Cool J. All
I
right,
want him to hit me. I'm suing. Fifth grade questions for 400.
fifth grade questions for $400. Geography, history. Which ancient civilization built the Pantheon and Colosseum and invented the modern day calendar?
You talking about them Romans, Glingling Cloud, or the Greeks? I'm sorry. That's yeah. Never mind.
Nigga, don't buzz in with the answer.
You don't buzz in with the answer. Damn, I'm getting 0 of these.
It's correct. The Romans. The Romans. Why you gotta
Damn,
say that?
2 and 0.
Usually he wins these games, just so you know.
Biz will end up guessing for all the 1,000. So let me start out with fifth grade questions for 1,000. You ain't gonna come back.
Man.
That's usually my strategy.
Yeah, fifth grade
You ain't
questions.
gonna come back now.
1,000.
Yeah.
Wow. In degrees, what are the interior angles of each angle of an equilateral triangle? Riff?
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Since it's 1,000, we're gonna let somebody else guess and see if you got it right or wrong. Anybody else want to buzz in?
No, I do have a question though. What is that seatbelt
What?
dinging that we keep hearing?
Seatbelt dinging?
Like you on the goddamn airplane. Boom.
Oh no,
I thought that was somebody's buzzer.
Maybe my son keep grabbing his microphone.
Am I the only one that hears that?
No, I heard it.
I heard it. I thought it was somebody's buzzer.
I didn't hear it either. Oh, maybe it's my son in the background. You know, there's so much noise in this house. I'm gonna just mute myself until I answer the question.
I don't have any answers. I'm sorry.
Anyway, the riff is wrong. Now listen, when you're wrong,
You're talking about. You don't mean an actual degree. You mean the name of it, right? Which is acute.
I mean the actual degrees.
Oh, okay.
It is 60
Actual
degrees.
Got you.
Degrees.
Because it's supposed to be 180. I got you.
Yes.
Got you.
60
Oh, because
degrees.
it's equilateral. Damn.
Triangle.
I
All right, listen. I wouldn't have got that nigga if I didn't look it up. And usually we're supposed to take your points away because you ain't got no points. We ain't gonna take your points away. Next time.
Oh, wait. No, that's not how the game goes, player.
Listen, we gotta give our.
Just because he had you as a video vixen, all of a sudden, now you don't talk for 1,000 then. I'm racking all the 1,000.
Fred is a common name amongst Olympic greats. This Fred, but he goes by his middle name, holds the record for most Olympic gold medals in track and field. Oh, that beeping. That beeping is my front door. Now I hear. Anytime
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a buzzer.
That's what that beeping is. Now I hear.
Who has the
Right.
most track and field?
The most Olympic gold medals in track and field.
I know who
Frederick.
got women.
5,
Because the most has to do a lot of different things.
2. We all are gonna say, oh, Frederick Carlton Lewis is an American former track field athlete. He has
Because you
the
said
medal.
Fred, that's why.
Yes.
I know his
Yeah,
name
I had to
is
throw y'all
Frederick.
off. I didn't know his name was Frederick either. Carl Lewis, man. He has the most Olympic medals. All right, where we going next, bro?
what's the next one?
Let's go for 800.
Man, y'all killing these $1,000 questions. Y'all ain't
Yep.
doing that.
I'm gonna
All right,
keep doing
Fred
it.
is a common name among Olympic greats. This Frederick is his middle name.
Wait, we
owns the
just
for
No.
most Olympic medals all time in any sport in the history of Olympics. What is his
Frederick
first
Carl.
name?
Ding,
No, Fred is his middle
Frederick
name.
Carl.
ding, 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 ding. Mr. Phelps. Michael Phelps.
Michael Frederick Phelps
I know that.
has
I
the
know that.
most medals Olympic time all time. All right, where we going next?
Let's start GOAT talk for 400.
Go talk 400. What NBA player has the most MVP awards?
Ding. That'd be Russell. Bill.
Bill Russell is wrong. Anybody else want to guess?
Ding.
I thought it was Bill.
Rip.
No, he has the most rings. I'm thinking of something else.
I'm gonna say Kareem.
It's Kareem.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is correct. Riff, where we going next? Pick your next category.
Let's do trending topics for 400.
Trending topics for 400.
See how he took my 400 away though?
All right, 23 people died in Mississippi this Friday. What did they die from?
It wasn't that fungus. It was the
Mississippi this Friday. What did it die from?
It was not a train wreck.
You lost points.
Damn, I don't know. I
Five.
don't know this one.
Oh, hey, it's hard to hear you, Nita, too. You want to turn your volume up. 3, 2, 1.
He's turn it on speaker.
Tornado.
Wow.
Tornadoes poured through
I
Mississippi.
totally didn't see nothing about a tornado.
Yeah, it just happened yesterday. Killed over 23 people. Please pray for those affected in Mississippi, man.
Wow.
It was the worstest tornado on record, literally.
Hey, quick question. I'm sorry. Hey, are we not taking points? Because if we're not taking points, I'm about to just start guessing because that was a part of my strategy. So can I?
No, they took my points and they took Nita's points, just not his.
But he only got one wrong. So I took his points for the one. I didn't take his points for the 1,000.
Okay.
Let me take everybody else. All right, where we going next?
Somebody do these nuts.
No, that's your turn. You want to do these nuts?
These nuts for 200.
These nuts. What comes down but never goes up? This category has nothing to do with nuts or these nuts. Just my words.
Comes down but never goes up. Dang, I think I know the answer, but my point's gonna get taken away. Ding.
What'd you say, Nita? What'd you say,
I
Nita?
said rain.
Rain is correct. Oh, baby. Hold on.
Just say no now.
All right, where we going next? Nita?
Let's go to 5th grade questions for 200.
All right, 5th grade question 600. Who was this German-born physicist that developed the special and general theory of relativity? What the hell was that? What kind of buzz was that? All right, anybody got the answer? Anybody buzz in?
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, he was first. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Albert
bro.
Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he got a real buzz. I like that. Albert Einstein.
It's 5th grade question, so it's somebody you've heard of. Every question you've heard and you know. So just think about the only scientist you've ever heard, Albert.
Hey, don't knock my points.
Literally. All right,
That's how you gotta do it.
The rest of all you series are tied up here. Okay.
No, we're not.
Both at a time.
We got them 5th grade questions online.
Let it go. Let it go, all you see. All right, where we going next, bro?
Let's do Black History for 200.
Black History Senator Scandal for 200 points. How many U.S. senators are there in office?
Ding.
Period. How many total U.S. senators? Are you serious?
100. There's 2 for each state.
100 at all times. Correct. There are 2 senators per state. All right, where we going next? Are you serious?
Des, you look confused. You all right? I don't know what that has to do with Black History Senator scandal, but
It was a setup because I know y'all was gonna go 200 first.
I guess. All right. Let's go for the D's nuts for 400.
These nuts. What is these? I like saying that. I'm just keep saying it. What's the
Smallest
smallest
country in the world? Man. What is the
I have
smallest
no
country in
clue.
the world?
This is literally the smallest country in the world. It's not even the size of Central Park in New York. It's actually 1/8 the size of Central Park in New York. But
How
it's
many
an actual
citizens does it
country.
have?
Huh?
How many citizens does it have? 1 or
No,
none?
I got a lot. I got a lot. I got a lot. And it's one of the most powerful countries in the world. I keep giving y'all clues. I'm going to give y'all one more clue. This country is bordered on all sides by Italy.
Oh,
what?
ding!
Jones?
Oh, the Vatican. Vatican City.
Vatican City is correct. It is
Wow.
That's
smallest
right. I forgot it does.
I forgot that. I forgot it's called. I forgot it's its own.
in the world. It's smaller than Central Park. And what's crazy is the Vatican got started because the Roman Church, Italy was going to take over all of that land. Long story short, the priest was like, "We're not leaving. We're going to stay right here. We're not going nowhere. If y'all want to come take us, come take us." They was going to come kill all the priests. People was like, "You can't kill the priest. See the church. Let that man stay on his land." I'm just giving y'all a very
If you think that's the true story, I got this beachfront house in Montana I can sell you.
That's
I feel like that question was worth a lot more than $400. 400 points when I just looked at the scoring. I thought that was for a lot more.
It's easy, man. The
Okay,
Vatican.
where we going?
Everybody know the Vatican because it's the richest country in the world, and it's home of the Pope.
Mm-hmm. They doing something.
And it's a monarchy. So the Pope is actually in control of the entire country, Vatican City, and whatever the Pope says goes. So it's like a I don't know what you call it. Anyway, all right, where we going next?
Something going on over there. I don't trust it.
Let's go with. Yo, why? Hold on.
That was Nita. It's not you.
Scandal for 4.
Black History Senator Scandal. The first black U.S. senator to win re-election in history. Also, the first black senator since Obama in 2004. And currently, he is one of 2 out of 100 states black senators.
He was dating that actress. What's his
name? Is he's from Jersey.
The sassy dude.
He is from Jersey.
He went to Stanford.
He real sassy.
He went to Stanford. Light-skinned brother from Jersey. He was the mayor of Newark.
He was the mayor of New York. He got everything but his name.
Sassy man.
No. I ain't gonna take nobody points. Cory Booker.
I don't know why I couldn't think of his name.
Cory Booker is and you know what's really
he was dating Rosario Dawson, wasn't he?
That's exactly who he was dating. There's only 2 black senators. He is the first black senator to ever serve 2 terms in office. Senators are only serving 6 years at a time. So we got 100 senators in the state. He's the first ever black senator to serve back-to-back terms, which means every other black senator has only served 1 term. All right, where we going next? Jones, it's on you.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Go Talk 6.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Who is this guy?
Brady.
Tom
Dang,
Brady.
I couldn't even see the photo.
It is kind of great.
Good old Brady.
Wow.
Tom Brady, man, he is the
Why
GOAT.
you not know this, Dez, or was I too fast?
He was drafted. It's probably because the pitcher is so bad. He was drafted in the 6th round, picked 199 overall. This is what the body of the greatest quarterback that ever played the game.
He still look like that. Y'all never seen that before?
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh,
Yeah, that was his draft day.
Trending topics for 1,000.
Trending topics for 1,000. All right, make sure I get your points. Okay. Young Gravy, a certified platinum rapper from Rochester, Minnesota, graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in 2017 with a degree in what field?
I mean, most do communication, so. I mean,
Young Gravy is not. He's a white boy. Should have known he was white when I said Rochester. All right, who just buzzed in? I couldn't hear.
I don't even know who Young Gravy is.
I want to say Ding A Marketing.
You want to say A, marketing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, marketing is correct. Young Gravy.
That's who Young Gravy is?
Yes,
Yeah, he's the one that has that.
He's one of the biggest
I want a
rappers.
damn thing slow.
Actually, he came out with AK too.
Yeah.
I'm old
No,
nigga.
no,
I don't know
hard.
nothing about that.
Okay,
Shout out
give
to
me
the
a
Block
little
Boss
bit.
AK. I remember back in the day, I used to sell AK weed. And I went into a studio. He used to have all these guns all the way around.
But I gotta finish all this stuff first, KK.
Yeah, we almost done. Where we going next, John?
Me? He just had it.
It's on. Are you serious? I'm sorry.
No, it's on the rip. You just all over the place.
We'll do 5th grade questions for 800.
Which language, regardless of dialect, does not have any words that have past tense?
Ooh, that's
You got mud all on your shoes?
Is it Ding? Is it Spanish?
What did he say?
He said Spanish, and that's definitely wrong.
Spanish is not correct. Anybody else want to guess? 5.
I'm not gonna officially guess, but I'll guess.
Not officially guess.
Because I'm not gonna get it right. I thought it was Hawaiian.
All major Chinese languages and dialects
Okay.
not have past tense in them, which is crazy. I didn't know that. So Mandarin Chinese, Jin Chinese, Wu Chinese, Gan, Cantonese, none of these languages have past tense in their words.
I don't know what 5th grade they in.
Damn, I lost 800 points.
Where they at? Sierra Canyon?
Yeah, that's a private school.
There had to be some private 5th grade because that ain't North Minneapolis right there. I tell you that.
All right, where we going next, bro? That's that good Edison High School graduation education.
It's still the rip.
Oh, it's still on me?
Yeah,
let's do D's Nuts 600.
These nuts. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Supposedly.
Ding. Jupiter.
Get that money back, Ref. Get that money back. It is Jupiter, correct. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Where we going next, Ref?
5th grade 200.
So as you can see, these nuts are just random questions I try to fill out trying to finish the game, and I had one category to do left, and it was these nuts. All right, what part of the human body is responsible for getting rid of harmful toxins?
Ding C, pancreas.
Ding C, pancreas is wrong.
Oh, it's the liver.
B, liver. Now, gotcha.
Ding B, liver is correct.
And well, I know they do the same thing, though.
Yeah, kind of. They're kind of the same thing. All right, where we going next? Are you serious?
Black History Senators for 1,000.
Black History Senator Scandal. In 1870, Hiram rebels of Mississippi became the first what?
Daddy, I want to take my friends up, Dad.
Of Mississippi became the first
black man to read in Mississippi publicly? What? And survive? Come on. He was the first black man to read publicly and survive in Mississippi. 1870.
My bad, y'all. I had to take my son pants off. Duh. Senator
For
I
sure.
thought it
Sanders.
was like some
Yeah.
type of trick question, but
It was a trick question.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It was the first ever African American senator, Hiram
Wow.
Revels, 1870. All right, where we going next?
I'll say senators for 800 because I don't like this
I'll vote for
category.
somebody to get it and get a bonus question. All right, this is Carol Mosley Braun.
Ding. The first black woman president, senator name. First black woman to be senator. I'll take it. I don't
Yes,
know.
the first woman senator.
There you go.
Carol
I caught on to your tricks.
Brown in
He ain't
1990.
say Illinois.
Yeah, she
I
came
caught
out
on to your
Illinois.
tricks.
Yeah, I just named it because I knew y'all would never guess if I didn't put senator.
600.
I was trying to give y'all some game. All right, 600. Between 1875 and 1976, how many black senators were there in the United States of America?
I want to say the number that I have in my head. Get it wrong. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Anybody else want to guess?
I don't know.
3.
We're not guessing. I'm gonna say I'm not. This ain't points, but 0.
Ding.
All right,
3.
anybody want to guess for real?
No, I'm not guessing.
Nita, did you say something?
Yes.
What'd you guess?
I said ding 3. Yeah.
3? 3? All right, Jones,
Yeah.
you want to just take a guess?
1.
Riff, how about you? You want to take a guess?
7.
There's nothing there because there were no black senators.
Told you. I was
Damn,
right.
we all got points.
1870, Hiram Revels.
I was right.
Hiram Revels became the first black senator. In 1875, another black senator out of Mississippi became a senator. There were 2 senators before 1875, between 1870 and 1875. Between 1875 and 1976, which is 101 years, there were no other black senators. The entire history of the United States of America, there are only 11 black senators, period. And in the
Wow.
entire history of the United States of America, there's only been 2 times in history where there were 2 black senators in office at the same time. Right now, we have Cory
Wow.
Booker out of New Jersey and Ralph Warnock out of Georgia. Those are the only 2 black senators in the United States Senate. That means there are 98 other senators, and guess what race they all are? White. So when they
Wow.
say voting matters, and and as we all know, if you pay attention to politics, it's the Senate that's the big dogs, not the House of Representatives, right? The Senate is the big dog. That's where they make the big rules at and the big laws. And if we never have black people in there, we can never really truly get any laws passed
Change.
for black people. So I urge not only more black politicians to run for Senate offices, but that people pay attention to the fact that the senators who really make these rules and laws are not coming from our community. All right, where we going next? These nuts are trending topics.
That should make us
Who
feel
had the
good
answer?
because all the rules are messed up now. So
Yeah. What'd you say?
These nuts 800.
These nuts. What'd you say, Anita?
I should make us feel good that we ain't in them seats messing up because they messed up right now.
Shit, we ain't in them seats having no kind of opinion at all. All right, the unicorn. Yes, I said unicorn.
We got to get in there.
Is the national animal for what country? Just like the eagle is America's national animal. And this is a bonus points because a unicorn, I am looking for a unicorn as well. Y'all know what a unicorn is?
Yeah, it's a national animal.
No. A unicorn is a single woman who wants to be with a married couple and become a throuple or a polyamory. All right, nobody's going to guess this. It's Scotland. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn, literally.
Ooh,
That was gonna be double
Man,
points.
what we on, son? What you doing?
Okay,
Nobody.
somebody pick the next one.
These nuts for 1,000. Let's go. It is illegal in Gainesville, Georgia, to eat chicken with what? It is illegal and punishable.
I think I'd be more upset if you actually knew this.
Well, you gotta guess.
What, chicken with a spoon?
What would it be? A fork, a spoon, a beer, or a pizza?
I don't know, but somebody going to jail.
I say ding, a spoon.
He gets spoon.
With anything but your hands. So I technically had
Fried chicken with a fork. That was the problem. You can't eat it with a fork. I hate to do that to you, Riff. I had to take your points.
Damn.
All right, let's go. Where we going next? Trending topics 2, 6, or 8?
2.
Trending topics are 200. If you order a filet-o-fish with cheese, how many slices of cheese do you get?
Ding, half. You get half a slice of cheese. You don't even get a full slice.
A slice of cheese. And the reason is because they say the cheese overpowers the fish flavor.
Are you kidding me?
They don't want to overpower the flavor of the
That's
fish.
how it's always been.
Half a slice of cheese.
I'm a McDonald's connoisseur.
All right, we're going to go
We're
600.
going to get some after this.
Are you serious? Definitely winning this game. What's up, though?
I know.
Let's
there's
say
no way we can catch
800.
up with-
And that's why you get rid of the thousands early.
Dang, because you won. All right, what's the
You can
question?
win. What country recently announced plans to arrest citizens who identify as
Ding.
LGBTQ?
Oh,
Are you serious?
which country is this? They just announced this too.
Jones, you look like an old
I
lady.
just went blank. Oh, crap. I was just
Like,
talking
you
about
know,
it.
like one of them, you know, old lady just contemplating. You're like, I don't know, child.
I had to
Uganda. I'm sorry. Uganda.
Wow.
It's called that.
Boy,
Yeah,
I went blank for a second.
The death
Yeah, my
penalty.
man's up there with 3,800 on that board.
Yeah. If you are convicted of aggravated homosexuality, you can receive the death penalty. What you do? If meaning sexual acts of minors or people with disabilities or HIV, 20 years in prison for committing the offense of homosexuality, and 10 years in prison for attempting to commit a sexual act. The bill now heads to Uganda prison. So it's not in law yet, but they working on it.
So in
All right,
Uganda, they
last
just
question.
taking everybody to the back of the church. I got you.
Yeah. Also known as blank, this Aurora Borealis event is a Minnesota staple, but this year everybody gets to saw it. What is the Aurora Borealis? The Northern Lights.
Ah,
The
I
Northern
already won.
Lights.
I don't need to answer no more questions.
well, I got a 600.
A winner this week, the one and only. Are you serious? Come back with a victorious romp. I think last week you got beat by Jones, so this week you have to take the crown back.
Wow.
You won last week.
No, somebody beat you last time. I don't know what. All right.
Congrats.
Congratulations, brother. Any, you want
Smeared
to
on
say
that
anything in your victorious victory speech?
Yeah. Sometimes when you got to, and then it just happens like that. You feel me? So use that information however you can and build yourself up.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes. All right, this is the Original Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Double OG. Man, I'm so happy to have the Riff with us today. I want to thank you for coming and joining the podcast, man. We got D. Jones in the building. We got Are You Serious in the building. We got Scooby in the building. And we got my wife crawling on the floor in the background. I don't know what the hell she's doing.